Hello and welcome to One Stop Co-op Shop Streamed, your one stop for co-op news and playthroughs. And today we're playing through Marvel Champions. And guess what? It's Thursday. So that means no Shadows of the Past Thursday, right?
Yes.
Hopefully that is the case. I will just say that I'm giving up a lot for you all tonight. I don't know if you can see my shirt or not, but I'm wearing my Islanders shirt tonight. I'm a huge Islanders fan. Islanders have been off for... Gosh, they played like one game in the last 10 days. They're playing tonight, although they are up 5-0, which is ridiculous, to a team that was in the Stanley Cup Finals last year, which the Islanders should have been. But this isn't hockey talk. This is Marvel Champions talk. And on top of that, I'm a Jets fan, and the Jets are playing tonight. So I'm missing out on all my sports tonight, Terrence. This better be a darn good game.
Well, I mean, one isn't. Even our loss last time was still a good game. We just lost.
Yeah, no, it was no bueno. I almost lost in my Learn to Play teaching video. So for those of you who don't know, I just made a how to play on TTS video and how to play Marvel Champions video. Now, most of you watching probably don't need to see that how to play Marvel Champions video, but it's great video to share with your friends, whoever else, so they can watch it. You can just skip them ahead to the part where I teach, and then I do a quick playthrough. I play Rhino against She-Hulk. But I almost lost that game. It was a let's put it this way. I needed
was it standard?
On standard. Yeah, no, I needed a draw on that last turn. Now mine was not a constructed deck either, right? It was just right out of the box. But
was that what was the aspect?
Aggression. Yeah. So they had 3 side schemes out. One which prevented me from removing thwart. One was an acceleration, and another one was an extra card flip each turn. And actually, thankfully for that extra card flip, well, I don't know. Should I give it away? I'm not going to give it away. You guys go see it. It was an epic end to that game. So definitely go check that one out. But anyway, that's not what we're...
Do you timestamp it?
I do.
So, like, people
well,
here
you'll see where post-game discussion is. Go like 2 minutes
before.
before post-game discussion, right? Or 3 minutes. Okay. Let's just put it this way. You know how the villain's turn can be some of the most exciting things? So I'm like, oh, I got this. And then something happened on the villain turn, which turned things around dramatically. But you'll see. You'll see. It's a very good ending.
I feel like that's not a rare occurrence for you. I feel like you come to me and you're just like, man, like that stupid guard, like it's just like the one thing that would prevent you from winning.
Well, I had 2 cards in my hand that would do 3 damage,
things.
and I did 3 damage. Villain's sitting on 5 life, right? First card he pulls, give the villain tough. I'm like, are you kidding?
Yeah. It's always tough. It's always tough for guard or something, right?
Are you kidding me with that? So that was the first card, but the second card bailed me out in the most unlikely way because it did a bunch of damage to me. And I had Gamma Slam in my hand. So it all worked out. But, so there you go. You saw the ending. You heard about the ending. But it was definitely epic. I'm like, my emotional roller coaster between the first card drawn was like, oh no, I just lost in my Learn to Play game. And then that Gamma, or that Assaulter or whatever came out, and he attacked me, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that just happened. It was amazing. But
if you lose in your Learn to Play game, are you just teaching people that you can lose in this game? That feels like not bad.
Sure, we all lose, right? All right, but let's go through this campaign, Terrence. Let's get into it because sports ball is on. Although again, I don't need to watch the Islanders; they're up 5-0. But so just as a reminder, we are in nowhere, as it says in the corner here. What's going on out there? The landing zone is overrun.
I think that's too far, right?
We are not in nowhere.
That's when we win. We are.
Here
nowhere,
we are.
But I think
Sorry,
that's like
just kidding. This is Sanctuary.
Yeah.
Absolute power is within my grasp. 4 of the 6 Infinity Stones belong to me. What news of the other 2? The Reality Stone remains hidden from us, my lord Thanos. But the Power Stone has been found on Nowhere. Then take the battalion to Nowhere and bring me the stone. Guardians, this is Cosmo. We're being attacked. Send help. Sorry, Cosmo. Alrighty, so we are doing the Ebony Maw scenario. Ebony Maw, the master of spells and the master of reciting long soliloquies on how Thanos is the best ever. Scenario 1, Ebony Maw. Mad Titan Thanos is on a quest to collect all 6 Infinity Stones and join them together in an Infinity Gauntlet. If he succeeds, Thanos will have the power to control the universe or destroy it. His fanatical followers, the Black Order, have pledged their lives to the Titan's cause, and they scour the universe for the only 2 stones that their master still needs to complete the gauntlet, the Power Stone and the Reality Stone. One of those followers, Ebony Maw, has discovered that the Power Stone is being kept in a secure vault on Nowhere. Now, the Black Order sorcerer is leading the army of Thanos in a direct assault on the space station. Cosmos and the rest of the Nowhere Corp are doing what they can to defend the station, but they won't last long against Maw without help. All right, so we are that help. What's up? So I've done all the setup stuff here in the campaign, but let's remind ourselves what the victory things are. If the secure landing pad was defeated, and add Cosmos to the campaign. So we want to get that secure landing pad.
Is that spoiler? That you know that?
It is a spoiler, but we need to know what we need to do to get the best outcome. And if attack on Nowhere 1B is completed, the security breach, add the security breach to the campaign pool. So we don't want to lose this first place, and we do want to get the secure landing pad. So there you have it.
But you need to flip this turn. You need to flip to alter ego. You need to flip to alter ego this turn.
I mean, I started on alter ego, right? What are you talking about?
No, that's what happened last time when we lost, right?
Oh, yes. Yeah, no, this is a more this deck does things more correctly than that last one did.
Well, that deck wasn't wrong. We just brought the wrong combination, I think, of decks to the table.
Yeah, no, for sure. Alrighty, well, let's get going. The stream is quiet tonight. Shh, nobody talk. It is, maybe it was all my sports ball talk at the beginning. People are too intimidated. Attack on Nowhere.
It's probably because it's the Thursday curveball, I think.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because we did change it. The schedule did say Friday originally. So, attack on Nowhere. Ebony Maw leads an assault on Nowhere in order to capture the Power Stone stored within. When revealed, each player... So, I've already done this. We've already got our spells out in front of us. Mine, exhaust each upgrade you control, which is like a nothing card. And, it's also you are stunned, which is not nothing. And deal 4 damage to your identity. And then we also have exhaust each upgrade you control for you and deal 2 damage to each ally. So, that stinks. No allies for you. Alright, did you already draw your 6 cards and do your stuff? Do your mulliganing?
Yeah, I'm mulliganed.
Alrighty. I did not do any of that stuff. Oh, I have Living Tribunal in my hand. And yes, I do have Living Tribunal. Do I keep Mockingbird or do I keep...
I feel like you're excited about Living Tribunal, but I felt like the first thing I was excited about was Alpha Flight
I'm very
Station.
excited by Alpha Flight Station as well. The question is, do I keep... I don't think I could pay for Fury.
I mean, you dump like Photonic Blast, right?
I'm definitely getting rid of that. The question is, do I keep Mockingbird? I think no. I just try to build.
Oh, wait. I guess what are you planning on playing? Do you not plan on playing Nick Fury?
I don't think I can pay for Fury. Not if I want to do Living Tribunal.
This is true.
So, my helmet too. Wow. And followed. Which doesn't matter. And, well, followed is nice to put on this side scheme. It's just like 4 free damage. But it's not necessary right now. We're not going to beat that side scheme on the first turn anyway. At least we better not.
I mean, we could.
All right, I'm going to draw the extra card if you don't mind. Unless you really need.
That's fine.
All right. Hey, another followed. So we're going to discard that to draw 2 cards. So I've drawn a card. Oh, wait, I can't do that yet. I gotta use my 1 followed to pay for Alpha Flight Station. Then I use Alpha Flight Station. Sorry, everybody. Exhaust it and choose to discard a card from your hand. Draw 1 card or 2 if you're in the Carol Danvers form, which I am.
What are you pitching?
I already pitched one of my followeds. Sorry. I did that.
So you have all 3
I did that way
out?
fast. Yes, I do
All
have
right.
my 3rd followed out, which, I mean, I don't care. I mean, in all honesty.
I'm surprised you put that many in the deck.
They're lightning, right? They're one of the only lightning justice cards that are decent. And it's not bad to put them on there and just extra plink damage. You know, we usually get rid of side schemes anyway.
I mean, 4 Justice is lightning, isn't it? 4 Justice is lightning. feel like Justice actually has a lot of lightning cards.
Yeah, I mean, not a lot that I wanted. How about that? And I want to play Living Tribunal, even though it's a stupid play here, and I should just play Sonic Rifle. But I'm not going to do that. I am not. So I flipped over.
You do know if that gets revealed as a boost card, just gets returned to your discard pile.
Oh,
right?
does it? Oh, because it says when revealed, do that. Oh, so it's a 0 boost. And all right, so I'm going to search over here because they do have them, boink, on the bottom because they have the big size ones. I just want to try it. Like literally, I put this in just as a lark. So I'm going to shuffle 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that was 3. All right, there we go. All right. So, oh, we got Brant. Always okay Fury. You have a card draw, and then Alpha Station cycle, and the next draw, doubles and triples. Victor Von Doom says, made it. Thursday is the day for champions going forward, or just a temporary change. It's just temporary. Terrence is actually going away for 2 weeks, so he won't be around next week. But that's okay. From Terrence's intel, it sounds like we are getting War Machine next week?
My intel from... Yeah, I think Team Covenant charged for War Machine, which usually means it's going to come out. And I think it's up on the Asmodee website. They've had it on the release list, so I think it's pretty confirmed that will be next Friday.
Yeah, so that'll be nice. That'll be nice to get next week. And so what the plan is at this point is to... And I'll just take 2 off the main. The plan for next week then is to show off War Machine. So Friday night will be Marvel Champions, but it'll be me soloing. And also, speaking of me soloing, we are doing Extra Life this Saturday. So if you are around Saturday, I can't remember what time it starts, but you'll see it if you look in our channel. If you're subscribed, you'll get notifications. But I'm playing 2 straight hours of the campaign. I'm bringing my Captain Marvel leadership deck, which is stupid. My goal is to try to beat the whole campaign in 2 hours. It's not going to happen, but I want to see how far I can get on an expert campaign with this deck, which is pretty stinking good. All right, Terrence, what are you doing, buddy?
You don't want me to clear the side scheme, right?
Nah, no reason to clear it already. I mean, I don't have any of my whatever, so it doesn't matter. You can. But here's the problem. If you clear it, you've got this card in front of you, which might kill Cosmo pretty quickly, which happened last time to us.
You mean this one, Rommel?
Yeah. All right, so you played... Oh, a free resource is always good.
Yeah, it's always good to see that in opening turn. I'm going to flip into Gamma form, which will do damage to him. And then I'm going to use that energy duplication and my power protection to play Brother Voodoo.
Sweet.
So search top 5.
Oh, you did what I do. You did it, Terrence.
I right-clicked on search. Why did that?
Yeah, you did what I always do. Hold on. The only negative is I did get the 1 form in there.
Right.
So you just got to search for that in a second.
Yeah. Oh, spread
is not search. Cool. See, I've done that so many times, and you laugh at me. You laugh, sir.
Pulsar? Is that what the form is called?
So Victor Von Doom says, "Oh, Peter, loved your video for TTS as well. Really helped me figure it out finally. Yep, can confirm War Machine in the process for me through Asmodee. That's both Victor Von Doom, so that's good. So next week will definitely be a War Machine video, assuming somebody has it up somewhere. If not, maybe I finish my campaign that I started Extra Life if I don't get it all done. Now, what were you supposed to do? You're supposed to draw a card or something, or look at the next 5 cards or something?
Yeah. I'm just picking out the card I want to pitch for Night Nurse, because she will be super useful in this scenario.
Yeah, Stun is confused. I already have a stun looking at me in the face. So, 3 damage?
I mean, so do I. Yep. Yeah, I had a change for him, but I didn't feel like playing it. And I'm going to thwart for 2 on the side.
Okay.
So we can grab that pretty easily.
Yeah, I mean, that shouldn't be an issue. And I'm going to hold on to Cosmic Flight, I think. Although early on, I do like to get my extra card draws and stuff. I'm probably flipping, just so you know. So I probably should have played Sonic Rifle, but again, I
Wait, are you flipping and you didn't play
know
Sonic
I'm an idiot.
Rifle?
Hey, settle down. Should I get rid of Cosmic Flight so that way I can have more chance of drawing another Sonic Rifle? Because there's 2 more in my deck. Yeah,
That's your call. You have 2 of them in your deck. I don't know. I don't think this deck relies super heavily on it,
No. Well, I mean, it depends. You're not blocking a lot, you said, so we'll see how that goes. All right.
Well, you're flipping a lot, right? So
well, there's another Sonic Rifle and a Helicarrier. So there you go. But I do have a double resource, so I got that going for me.
That's still not enough to play Helicarrier.
No. When I flip, I'll be able to do it. Yeah. Don't you worry, sir. I got all this taken care of. All right.
So 2 threat.
2 on the main, and then he is going to attack me. I am just going to take this attack.
You gotta tick down your spells first.
Tick 1, tick 2. Oh, there's Shadows of the Past. Bye-bye, Shadows of the Past. What did I say? It's Thursday. We don't see Shadows of the Past on Thursday. Not as a event card anyway. All right, Terrence, go ahead and what are you doing? Now, why does Voodoo have 2 damage, not 1?
Because
thwarting is 2 to Voodoo. Interesting.
All right, so these are taken down. Don't got a choice on that.
Oops.
Boost.
My bad.
Do I probably just chomp this? Is that true?
All right, so now everybody's here. Woohoo! Playing 24 hours. Brant says playing 24 hours at the portal for Extra Life. Nice, Brant. I appreciate it. Fundraising's awesome. I forget how much we've raised. It's definitely over 1,000. I think it's 1,100, 1,200 at this point. So thank you all for all your donations, things like that. We totally appreciate it. We're gonna have fun things to do. Who did you block? You blocked with Voodoo. We're going to have fun stuff. So my donation, so all donations that happen, so for Super Chats on the day of Extra Life are going to go as donations to, the children's hospitals. And so what we're doing for Marvel Champions is for a $2 Super Chat, you can redraw any boost card. So that can be a positive or a negative, right? If you see me draw a blank boost card and you're like, oh no, no.
Then you'll know who your real
I'm going to kill
are,
you.
Peter.
You can do that. So positive or negative there. And for, I think, the $5 donation that day, you're going to be able to redraw my event card. So if you don't like the event card I get, you're going to be able to redraw that for me. Now, again, if you haven't seen Shadows of the Past left and there's 2 cards left and I draw a not Shadows of the Past, yeah, feel free to pay that $5 to mess me up. Now, none of that money goes to us. That money is all going to Extra Life and going to Children's Hospital. So it's all for a good cause.
Do you think you're going to get more troll money or more beneficial
I don't know. What do you guys think?
Like how do you think people feel about you?
I think it depends on how arrogant I am that day. And with that deck, I might be a little bit arrogant. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Do people get money? Do they have to pay for you to sing or for you to stop singing? How's that work?
Oh yeah, if somebody's complaining about my singing, I'll definitely put a $5 bid in there for stop me for singing. Maybe it's 10 or 15. Who knows? All right, so there is some stuff in the chat. Nine Down says Woot made it late, but wanted to hop on before Terrence was outsea for 2 weeks. Yes, Terrence is going away. Thank you for coming in, Nine Down. Brent says, you will breeze through the campaign with Captain Marvel leadership. Loki will be tough, though. All right. I'm curious as to why. By the way, the only time I played through any of the campaign is on stream so far. So I've literally played, well, that's not true. I tested my deck against Ebony Maw earlier. But I played Ebony Maw on stream twice. Once when I was showing off Spectrum.
But that's all standalone,
and that's
right?
all standard. So I've never played it as part of the campaign. So I've not made it past the first mission in the campaign yet, playing campaign. So all of it will be new to me, too.
How about a bid for people get to pick your encounter?
No, not through the campaign. Really? Victor Von Doom says...
No, I was just seeing Brant's, keep paying until he draws a 4 boost, and that's very specific.
Well, here's the thing. You could keep paying until I draw out of my deck. and you can do it twice, and then I'm going to have 2 acceleration cards. You can do that literally turn 1, I guess. I mean, it would not be cheap to do that, but it's a thing. Yeah, so that would suck. So don't do that. Don't listen to me. Stop listening. See, I know how to game the game, and that's terrible.
I mean, your misery is just helping other children,
that's true.
Right? So.
It's all for the children. I got to remember that. You're going to see me cursing on stream. Maybe I'll start drinking. Maybe it'll be $2 for me to take a drink. And the more drunk I get, the worse I'm going to play for sure, right? So maybe that's how we do it.
That's a dangerous game.
I know.
Here.
I'm going to get alcohol poisoning and die before. So forget it. Never mind. It's off. It's not a stream if Peter doesn't sing, says Victor Von Doom. Brant says keep playing until he draws 4 boosts. Yeah, you said that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about the modules. They could just pick one that had higher boost icons.
So Jagafetz says, hey everyone, I finally get to catch a live stream. Thanks, Jag. Thanks for joining us. Good luck, guys. Well, I appreciate that because most people wish us ill will. So I appreciate the good luck part. But we have been here for 15 minutes and I still haven't flipped my encounter card. So let's do that. Oh, yay. Another one of these.
Would you like another card?
Would you like back to back? Yeah. Hero, deal 1 damage to your hero for each spell. Yeah, why not?
That's always great to draw.
Hey, at least I didn't draw 3 spells and then get it, so I got that going for me. All right, Terrence.
I feel like I've drawn that before and it's KO'd me.
Quick strike. Yeah, why not?
Sure. Why don't? Do I care?
I mean, not really, right? 2 damage. Oh, after Supergiant attacks the damage, the character is stunned. Oh.
Well, do I care? I have Night Nurse, right?
And so you'll get one of those back and get restunned. Which seems like a big haha, Supergiant haha. All right, your first player, do it, man.
All right. So my plan was to flip with Speed of Lights to then play Perseverance to then play Blue Marble.
I mean, Blue Marble seems good.
That was the plan. Cool. So let's do that. Flip. Let's remove I assume removing a threat.
Yeah,
is
main,
good.
Right? Yep.
Yeah. And then I will play this to get tough. Hopefully I math this right. And I get draw a card for Speed of Light.
That's good.
Yeah, it is good, but I don't feel like we really need it. And I'd rather be in we just don't need the thwarting, right? It'd ready me for thwarting. So I'm gonna do Night Nurse to get rid of that stun.
And heal, yep.
Heal. And then
do you have enough for Blue Marble? Oh yeah, because you got your resource. I always forget
you
keep your resources up there. I keep mine on the bottom. No, he comes into play, dude, right? You don't put him in your discard pile. That'd be the worst spending of 3 resources ever.
He's an ally of that. So either pick the ally or the thing. So I'm gonna flip over here because I can.
Wait, are you doing the one here then?
Shot, but hit. No, because Blue Marble and me can kill him. Unless you want Blue Marble to get. I assume we want to wait.
Yeah, I mean, wait till your stuff's.
But do we actually want? I just feel like it's gonna happen either way, right?
It's fine. It's
we're gonna draw a Rebel and other stuff. But yeah, so I'm just gonna do the 1 damage.
I did 1 damage. Yes.
Then, boom, boom, take out Supergiant. I didn't really see Supergiant was the person in the box in the top left.
Is that Supergiant?
Because it is.
Huh. Yeah.
It took me a little while to figure out that they were the same.
Now, is she the boss from Thor? Which one was that? The original Thor?
Boss? No, I don't think she's in any of them, right?
Well, the giants are in the original Thor, right? Frost giants. Isn't that what she is? She looks like. Am I missing something?
I don't know
Oh,
what
okay.
she is.
Well, you and I are not. So Wiccan, I don't care about Wiccan. Not when I have a sonic rifle in my hand. So I'm spending that for the sonic rifle. Gets 2 counters on it, but there's really only a reason to put 1 on because I'm using it to confuse. Dun dun dun. So for those of you not familiar with Sonic Rifle, Terrence and I had a huge debate about this last night, being one of the best cards in the game. I think it is very good. Terrence thinks it's ridiculous. But it is. It starts with 2 charges. You exhaust it and remove a counter to confuse an enemy. And if they're already confused, you deal 3 damage. I don't know that anybody's ever going to do that unless it's the very end of the game, because losing a confuse is not great. So the question is, do I heal? Because we don't have much healing, right? I think I probably heal.
I mean, heal because I have the threat down to 1.
So I'm just gonna flip as we speak down, and then I'm gonna play.
Draw a card.
I'm gonna discard this for Alpha Flight Station to draw 2 cards. You know, I didn't math that out, right? Did I?
No, did you draw a card?
Oh, and then I get my player ability. Good call. Oh, losing Spider-Woman is terrible, but I have a sonic rifle, so I don't need it. Spend 1, 2, 3 resources. Hero response. After you spend this, remove a threat from the main scheme.
Is that hero only? Yeah, hero
response. Never mind. All right, but I do have a helicarrier now, so there's that.
That you can't use on anything?
Well, of course I can't use it on anything, but I'm healing 4. So I got that going for me, right? All right, let's ready up. Terrence, I will let you flip down next turn if you want, because I do have a I got Quinn Carrier in my hand too, and Cosmic Flight, and Quake, and Eros, so we got some stuff. All right, so add 2 to the main, then the villain's gonna attack you. What are you doing?
Cool.
Just taking it?
I'm tough.
You are tough, Terrence. That's what they always say about you. Hey, look. Let's get rid of your obligation at the same time. Boom, boom.
Man, that obligation is kind of rough.
You know, I feel like my obligation is freaking amazing because I get to flip down, which lets me do more flight stations and more extra card draws. I feel like I want my obligation.
Well, I think that's why hers is kind of interesting, because it isn't. You don't get the choice to flip down. You just eat it, right? And then you have to flip down to get rid of it. You don't every obligation.
So this one just stays in play.
Go into alter ego
and doesn't let you change forms until you go to alter ego.
Yeah, which you might not care if you're in gamma form, right? Like you might just be like, yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna go to town on the boss, but could really hurt you for sure.
All right, so we did that. And then he's confused, so doing nothing to me. Go ahead and boom, boom, boom yourself. And I'll boom, boom, boom me. Oh, villain schemes. Of course he does. So that triggers yours.
All right, so these go off
that first. In the order of your choice.
All right, so 2 damage.
That sucks.
Right?
Bye, Blue Marvel.
Oh, yeah, I should have thought of that.
You did not.
I was planning on him not going twice.
What's this one? Exhaust each upgrade you control. I mean, does that matter at all? Oh, that isn't... yeah. It does matter. All right, but these 2 are gone. Gone. Okay. And then I'll flip mine. The villain attacks... Oh, no. Card gain search. You can get rid of yours, too. Side scheme. Maw's troops have stormed Nowhere's engine room and set the station to overload. When revealed, each player must choose to either take 2 damage or place 2 threat here.
How good are you at thwarting?
Honestly. I'm going to take the 2 damage. I mean, you choose.
You're going to bring the Justice deck that doesn't thwart?
Hey, settle down, brother. Settle down.
Do I need to take the damage here?
It's your choice. What do you want to do?
Well, it's collectively our choice.
I would appreciate if you took the damage here.
Okay.
All right. So that is that.
We have options though, right? Actually, I feel okay because we can get him, and he'll be able to thwart for 2,
I mean, we spend 2 to get 2. So there's that. What are you
Yeah,
taking the 2
sure.
or not? All right.
I took it.
So that.
I need you to get rid of it.
Do you need an extra
hopefully,
card?
so I can.
Do you need the extra draw?
Are you going to do something awesome with it? I want to play Ever
Well, I'm going to
Vigilant.
do this to get 2
but
cards. How about that? Let's start with that. Ooh. Under Surveillance is not terrible.
Yeah, I was saying that I would like to play Ever Vigilant, but this Crisis icon shuts it down. You also can only play that in hero form, so you have to flip first.
I can only play what? Quinn Carrier? Well, but so we got to decide who gets the card. Fine. I haven't played this yet, but
I don't need it. I don't think.
well, I probably don't either. Since well, how about I give you the Helicarrier if I don't give you the card potentially? Unless I mean,
Sure.
the only thing is if
That's
it's
fine.
a Avengers Mansion, I might not do that. Or Jessica Jones.
Or Jessica Jones. I can clear it
Seems
in one.
pretty good right now. All right, so I flip. I put out Energy Absorption to put out Quinn Carrier. I use Quinn Carrier to heal myself 1 and draw myself another card. Oh, there we go. Well, we're going to use this to pay for Under Surveillance, right? So, adds...
Or what?
I mean, I'm doing both, right? I mean, does it matter the order? And what do I keep is the question.
Yeah.
Do I keep Quake, Eros, or Cosmic Flight?
It depends if you want Cosmic Flight, because that's your last one, right?
Yes, which gives me better defense, but am I...
Or if you don't care for it.
Probably not. I mean, but preventing 3 damage is a good
only these fireballs.
Yeah, all
right.
right. So I'm going to keep Cosmic Flight. I'm going to play Jessica Jones. So her thwart is now 3. Oh, that's convenient. Boom. Get out of here. Right?
She's now weakened by less side schemes.
Yes. Well, and she's about to have 0 side schemes, right? Am I taking care of this? Getting Cosmos?
I mean, I feel like now's the time, right?
So this is gone. So we completed this scheme. It says, when defeated, flip this card, which we do. And it's Cosmos. The first player gains control of Cosmos. Cosmos does not count as against your ally limit. Force interrupt. When he leaves play, remove him from the game. But he does come back. Because remember at the end, if we defeated this, then we get him back. I feel like that's almost like you can't not get that, right?
I mean...
Oh!
You never know. Maybe you're Hulk. You suck at thwarting.
Let's see. There's a lot of chat going on. Anyone got any opinions, says Victor, on Brains Over Brawn Justice? Have it in my Scarlet Witch deck, but never play it. I suppose I need some good cards to pay for those, though. So, do you know that card, Terrence? Brains Over Brawn?
I do. It's the one where it's like when you thwart, you like do the amount of damage that your thwart is at. Or something
so
like
you
that.
thwart and do damage? Now, how much does that cost? That's the question. Oh, that's pretty expensive. I mean, unless you get...
Yeah, it's like a lot of people were pretty down on it because, like, I was thinking about, you could like put in a Wasp deck where you get like giant health or whatever, or like the giant growth. But the problem is, it like that basically gets like that effect dissipates before Brains Over Brawn can be played.
Now, is it the opposite? Is it as much damage as you do, you thwart that much, or is it as much?
Your hero makes a basic thwart and deals damage to an enemy equal to your hero's
Which
thwart.
isn't great, right? Because thwarts are never that high, and for 2 costs, you can get... I mean, even the basic 2 thwart card does... Or 2 cost card does 3 damage, right? The uppercut? Or haymaker or whatever it is?
Yeah. But, I mean, the reason this is... I mean, it's injustice, though, so I guess, like... you'd have to build it up. Like, I think it has to be, I mean, maybe like Fierce Determination with Heroic Intuition or something.
I mean, it seems like an awful lot to make it good, and you
like,
got to pay for all that crap, and still be able to afford it.
I mean, in a Monica Rambeau deck, right? Like, you have base Thor to 3, which is pretty rare. Like, I don't know how many heroes have base of 3. Do any?
Does she get base of 3 with this form? Yeah, she gets base of 3. So
yeah,
it's best
+2
for her. But even for her, gosh.
Like, is there any other
No,
hero that
because
does?
one of my best thwarting heroes is Iron Man, but he's so good because he's got his helmet and he can thwart twice. And, he gets +1 to his thwart, which gets him to 3.
Yeah, so she would be 3 with heroic intuition. It'd be 4. So you're paying. It would be like a 2 for 4.
It's still not great, right?
There's potentially other ways.
I mean, it's good.
Yeah.
It's not great. I mean, it's not even good, really. I don't know. I don't know that it's even good. I'm gonna go that far. I think it is.
I mean, yeah, that's how a lot of people feel.
No, I can't imagine ever using it. All right, I'm sonic rifling to confuse to get that in my discard pile while I can. And what do you want me to do with Cosmo? Thwart? Hit?
Attack.
I mean, always thwart first, right? That's what we do.
Attack.
Oh, you want the...
Attack at revision.
Okay. There we go. Done. All right, so other chat says... Yep. So, Victor Von Doom was the one who asked the question, and Jag says, I haven't played it really yet. What's the highest sword a hero can get? We kind of covered that. On first read, I thought it was trash, but Steve of Beat the Game was talking it up, depending on the hero. I mean, I'd have to see how that works, but I'm not loving it. I mean, you'd have to get the right cards at the right time, it feels like. Victor says, okay.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's very hard for the Monica Rambeau, like the Spectrum deck, to get 4
sure,
out of it.
But again, that's
like,
one more than just a Haymaker, right? I feel like it's...
I mean, Haymaker's 3 for 5, right? Like, 3 is a lot. 2 with Power of Justice cards.
Sure.
4 is not as bad.
Recover before you flip, says Brant. 2 fireballs bearing down on me. Yeah, I got some time. But yes, I should recover. You're right, Brant. I probably should have done that. It's better than my 2 thwart that I did, or 2 attack, or whatever I ended up doing. Oh, no, that got me Cosmo. It's fine. But yes, you're correct. Brains over Brawn is niche. Rocket, Wasp, and Nebula can use it well. That was my take.
Can Wasp even use it well?
Which one?
Well, Can Wasp use it that well? I mean, she has Helmet that I guess gets her up to 4.
So, I mean, 4 is good. It's still not great for 2 costs. I don't know. That was my take. 2 costs for 2 damage most of the time. I'm sure there are better cards for the cost. Jag says, I super love One Way or Another for Justice for new cards. Changes the Justice capabilities. So do you know that One Way or Another?
Yeah, that's the one where you get to pull any side scheme.
Oh, yeah, we did that one a lot. That one was fun. That was definitely good. Brent says it's a late game event card. I assume he's, again, talking about the one that does damage based on your thwart. Rocket and Wasp go to 4. So does Spectrum, as we just pointed out. Iron Man only goes to 3, right? Well, does he only go to 3? Yeah.
Iron Man's
right,
3 with
but then
intuition.
you get to use it twice because he untaps every turn. That's why he's so good at thwarting.
Well, I mean, I think we're only talking about for brains for over bronze, right? Like, so it only matters what the base set is.
At 1, it would be a steal. At 2, it's too expensive, but should have let you draw a card afterward. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. So Victor says, thanks for the discussion on it. I'm not sure I'd swap it out. I'm not sure I'd swap it out because, man, every hand with Scarlet Witch is just filled with stuff I want to use. Yeah, I mean, that's the problem. Like, if you have such good cards, you're never going to play something like that. Brains over Brawn makes it easy to choose what to do. Hey, Terrence, you and I talked about this the other day. I like having decks with a lot of dumb cards in them because I know what to use to pay for stuff.
But you don't do it anymore. I
know, which makes my turns take way longer because I have to think about what I want to play all the time. It's so frustrating.
I feel like Mike always talks about decision space and how like that's the thing that people want.
Yeah, not me.
Like
interesting decisions. Dumb. I don't like interesting decisions at all. All right, well, I'm done. Have you done anything? No.
No, you've been talking, right? So like it feels rude to if you're talking and people aren't seeing what I'm doing.
Let's go ahead and do your turn because there's still a lot of talk going on. At some point, we're going to have to actually play.
All right, so I did Night Nurse to get rid of my stun because I figured that still leaves 1 for you. And then I'm going to attack for 3 with Spectrum. I'm going to play Strength to then do Ever Vigilant to Ready and remove 2 threat, and then attack again.
Boink, 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 boink,
boink. So the question is, do I do that one more time?
What are your other options?
I could put Ready to Rumble in, I guess, maybe.
Nah. Yeah, no. I think Ever Vigilant's better. Get rid of the last threat and do 3 more damage. I feel like that's good. Because we're going to have a hard time damaging, right?
Are we?
I mean, not.
Didn't he start out at like...
Not so far.
36 and he's now to 20?
We're 2 turns in, Terrence. 2 turns in. All right.
It feels like a lot of damage for 2 turns in.
I'm not disagreeing. All right, so we said I'm getting rid of Cosmic Flight? No, I'm keeping Cosmic Flight. Well, I'm almost done with my deck. I'm getting rid of it. Drawing 5.
Okay. Are you just looking for
mansion? I'm just looking for mansion, or Jack Flag is fine. Or Energy Channel is not terrible. Or Heroic Intuition's not terrible either. Right? There's some stuff there. Oh.
Is this your one thwarting tech?
Hey, that's my thwart.
In your deck?
Right there. I go to 3. Watch out. Fear me. All right. Did you flip down, by the way? Did you want to flip down, by the way?
Do I need to?
Not really, but did you want to? I mean, if you don't, I'm just going to flip down next turn. So, there's that.
No, I don't need to flip down.
Okay. All right.
Unless we're playing Expert and you need me to get to full health.
That's fine. We are playing Expert,
I may take you off on that.
Yeah. All right, so...
we'll wait till stage 2.
Yeah, we'll see where we're at. So...
Yeah, I think you probably need it. Like Brent's saying, you're about to get hit
but it's better for me to heal, right, than to defend for 2?
No, I just mean, like, it's probably better for you to
well, the question is, I think I chump with Jessica because of this sitting staring me in the face, right?
Well, these are, like, a few turns away.
Yeah, but I'm still chumping with Jessica, which seems like a good call. I mean, I don't think we need her to thwart or to attack. I think we're okay with me not taking 4 damage there. All right. Okay. So, what you're getting attacked? What are you doing?
Should I sidestep this?
Absolutely. So you're avoiding 3?
Well, actually, I get to make that decision after I take damage.
Yep, so it would have been 4.
But yeah.
You can avoid 3? And
he takes 1.
Did you?
Because I paid for it with lightning.
So you draw a card? Is that what that is?
No.
Oh, damn it.
Takes the damage.
That one's going to be the one we win by.
Eye for an eye, man. Did one to me, I did one to him.
That's right. All right, so let's get our encounter cards and let's keep going. Oh, family emergency. Well, maybe I don't flip down. You're stunned.
Or you're going to be stunned.
Do I care about stunned? I mean, either way, it's an exhaust, right? The question is, do I want to heal myself first? I don't need to heal myself, though. Or do I? Huh. I'm going to take the stun, I think. Well, but yeah, because this keeps letting me flip down as long as it stays in the deck, right? So that's not a terrible thing. I was like, oh, but I get rid of it forever. But I don't know that I want to get rid of it because I want to be on my alter ego side. Oh, great.
Okay. That maybe changes.
Well, we got Cosmo, don't forget. But you're first player.
I was going to put Nerves of Steel in, but...
Gamma Blast? Gamma Blast pretty good. 7 damage. If you were in this form, overkill, so you're going to do 1 extra damage.
Wait, do you need your card draw? Or can I have it?
You can have my card draw.
Like, I guess, like, it'd be nice to play Nerves
and I
Steel,
also have, don't forget, I have Helicarrier
like,
as well. So I can give you...
Yeah, so I would basically need your card draw and Helicarrier.
Yeah, go for it.
But
take the extra card draw.
All right, well, I guess if I take in the card draw, I might as well just take it now to see what I get. Oh, well... Huh.
Yeah, and you get my Helicarrier. That's fine.
Okay.
So now you have 2 resources Oh no, you don't
Wait.
need my resource now.
Wait, how does this work though?
You just use Nerves of Seal.
So do I burn? Do
Or
I
you just
burn
hold
Nerves of
Nerves of
Steel to get
Seal,
that
and I'll
out?
give you the extra resource from Helicarrier.
Well, Helicarrier doesn't help.
Yeah,
Oh, you
yeah,
mean
it
right
helps
now,
you
yeah.
get Gamma Blast out, right? So I give you Helicarrier.
So I
With
pay for
Genius.
this with double
Yep,
resources.
and then you have 2 of these and my Helicarrier.
Then I hold.
For 7. And then...
And I am in Gamma form, so it overkills for
I
1.
did. I did the overkill. And now you get to hold Nerves of Steel.
And then I think I just hit him for 3.
And do you want to do anything with Cosmo? I mean, not necessarily. I can just thwart, right? Like, so he doesn't need to thwart. What's this?
Yeah, I guess I just feel like the 2 damage is kind of immaterial. Like, I don't know if I need him yet.
So this is a
I'm done.
Kind of a not easy turn. I guess I don't do Heroic Intuition because threat doesn't seem to be an issue right now. So I think I'm going to use Energy Channel for crew quarters. Oh.
I mean, why don't you Alpha Flight?
Yes. I'm sorry. So I'm going to Energy Channel. Well, so which of these don't I care about? I like Energy Channel. Heroic Intuition. I'll do that to draw 2.
I mean, you're about to flip, so it doesn't really matter.
I'm not about to flip. I'm already flipped.
Or not flip. You're about to cycle your deck, rather.
Right.
3 cards. So you're about to whatever you discard is
I'm
going to
going
get shuffled.
Use this to pay for crew quarters. I'm going to use crew quarters to heal myself 1. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not going to use this. I'm going to use Energy Channel.
Why does it matter? Can't you just Quinn Carrier healing on the other side?
Right. Okay. So I'm going to flip over and a Quinn Carrier, which heals me 1, draws me a card. I mean, Wraith, I have her in for her boost effect and then extra damage if we need it, but there's some good stuff here. All right.
I mean, that seems better than Jack Flag even, right?
You think? Jack Flag is 4th thwart and 4 damage.
It's not a minion-heavy scenario.
And 6th thwart and 4 damage potentially. Right?
It depends how bad the boost effects are, I guess.
I'm putting that in for now. Getting rid of that. I just like to get Jack Flag fed earlier, if that makes sense. Do I keep both of these? I mean, I have so much card draw. I don't even know that it matters. I'll just get rid of stun. Who cares? I don't need the damage right now.
Yeah, most of the boost effects are either discard a card or billing gain stuff, so...
Yeah. I think we're good, and I'm just going to hold these. Or, I'll get rid of my Sonic Rifle. I got plenty of those in there. I'm sure I'll draw one. All right, you done?
I don't even know if it's worth holding Wraith, to be honest.
Yeah, you're right.
Boost effects just aren't very good. Or that strong.
Cool. All right, well, let's ready up, and let's draw them up. So I'm going to get 3 more cards. I finally got Mansion. So, I do get a boost card because I decked myself. There's some good chat going on. I wish we could cover it all, but...
You know what this is. You know
I know what is.
The card you just drew.
Oh.
Blue. Well,
that's good. So that's a whole lot of nada. I didn't even realize it was blue. So this is gone from the game. We know that. All right. See? This is a great card. That was a perfect time to deck. I did it totally on purpose because the top card was blue. Totally forgot about that. Thanks for pointing that out, Terrence. All right. We're going to add 2 to the main scheme. Then you were the first player. So go ahead and you taking it?
Yeah, I guess what do I do here? Do I just eat it and then flip down?
I mean, yeah, you're going to flip down.
Okay.
I mean, do you defend? Well, I guess you don't defend. Yeah. So what's the boost? Discard a card at random from your hand, which isn't great. But it's only 2 damage.
That was pretty ungreat.
Yeah, you could just hit 4, by the way. Yep. So you do lose only 2 life. That's the good news. Then attacking me, I'm just going to take it for now. That is 4 damage. I do have to tick down all my things. Tick, tick, and tick. Alright, then go ahead and draw a card. Boink, boink. Surge. Oh, great.
I feel like this is one of the worst ones. Just
Spell, surge it again.
There we go.
This is the one that deals 2 damage to each character, so it starts with 3. What does this one do?
Yeah, I'd take 1 damage for every spell.
Not the worst.
Nice.
It's the best time for that, actually.
Yeah. I'm not taking damage for this. Sorry.
No, I don't think either of us are. We're just going to put it on 7, right?
Yeah. How's that Thornton coming for you?
Well, it's not as good as I thought. We got Jack Flag, though. Wait, does mine only remove from the main scheme? That's a question. So this starts with 2 invocation counters on it.
Are you like playing spell Pokemon?
I mean, it's not great. I got to get them all. Discard a card at random. That's awesome, and it.
I feel like you're only missing one.
Oh,
right?
well, there you go.
You're just
Remove an
missing
invocation counter from
Rumblestone?
each spell. So there's that. All right, so this one's gonna go off. Exhaust each upgrade you control, and I'm stunned. So there's that.
Well, on the plus side, everything's a support for you.
No, my helmet. I feel like that is like the dumbest thing ever. Are there upgrades that actually do anything useful? Like.
Yeah, these.
Oh yeah. All right. So that's 1.
Or like Thor's hammer, like you can't use it to hammer throw.
Oh, don't forget we have
it's
Cosmo
exhausted.
too to help us. So we know what this is. Remove 2.
I was thinking about jumping at one point, but yeah, it's main scheme only, which you can't. So that's cool. And that goes in your.
It goes away forever.
Yeah.
So we can't remove from the main scheme, which is a shame. I mean, but it's still a nothing card on a draw, which seems good. All right, so
Sure.
you're flipping down, right?
That is my plan,
well,
but
I'm
you are
first
first
player.
player. Do you need me to thwart?
I don't know what I need yet. Let's start with Quinn Carrier to draw me a card and heal me 1. Jessica Jones. I don't know what I want right here.
You're just gonna play
Thinking
Mansion?
about just playing Mansion. Do you need the Helicarrier?
I mean, you can always give me Mansion.
Sure. All right. 1. Not this one. 2. 3. 4. To play Mansion.
And you're just gonna play Energy Channel and feed it. Did you heal?
I did heal. I have to flip, by the way. I have to flip too. I think we both might have to flip. Because I'm going to take 8 damage, right? On my next turn? Oh, no, I only take 4 and discard a card. So I guess I don't theoretically have to flip?
Here, I will heal you for 1 at least.
Get rid of stun?
And get rid of your stun.
I mean, what do you think? Can we afford to both flip? I mean, we do have under surveillance here. Well, Cosmo's clearly thwarting.
What does that go up to?
I think I'm clearly thwarting, right? Or do I heal?
Yeah, Jack Flag's thwarting.
Jack Flag's gonna thwart. Oh, by the way, he had a damage on him, so now he has 2. Man, why do I not have cards to heal Jack Flag in here? That's dumb, huh?
Because you would have to run
First aid would be great though for Jack Flag. Holy cow! If I flip down, I get to Alpha Flight Station. I get to crew quarters. I get to Mansion. I get to draw a card or give you a card. Like, it feels too good.
Well, you can always give me a card regardless of that.
I think I'm doing it. So I'm gonna thwart for 2.
Wait, what is that?
That gets it down to
1. I don't. Okay.
Because I have crew quarters anyway. Although I could use it on you, I guess.
Do you need me? Do you want me to flip down?
Well, we're both gonna flip down, right? Unless you can have a chumper out. We're both flipping down.
I mean, there's Cosmo.
So here's the thing. I'm discarding Jessica Jones. Oops. To draw 2. We'll see what that happens.
I mean, you're playing that, right?
Yep. But I don't get to hear a response. But that's fine. But yeah, 4 extra damage. Why not? And then, do I crew quarters me or you? Because I can heal to full with just one heal, and I have advanced. I'm going to give you my draw and Avengers Mansion. So go ahead and draw 2 cards.
Okay.
All right, it's on you, brother.
All right. Let's put this out. So the question is, do I flip down this turn?
Victor says this is some kind of brutal spell action. Yes, it is. With all this in front of me. What are you asking? Yeah, I think you have to, dude. We don't want you dying. I think you flip down and you heal. Oh wait, did I crew quarters? Or I was saving it for you.
All right, because I do have Pulsar Shield too, which will allow me to defend if I hold it.
It's up to you, man. I can obviously crew quarter myself. You do have Blade. I love Blade.
Yeah, so I was gonna put Blade out at least for chumping, right?
I mean, why not?
So, the question is.
I mean, he could also get rid of this side scheme.
So do I do this? I mean, I can get rid of the side scheme.
Oh, you're switching forms? All right, so take 1 off of a side scheme.
Move 1.
That goes away, and then this does 4 to someone. Well, there's only one someone sitting here.
Yeah. All right. Gamma. I'm going to flip again.
Okay, so that does 1.
So he takes 1 and then 7. Yeah.
And then you could do 3 more if you want, although...
Huh? I can't. I don't have
you can't attack?
Fist. Oh yeah. Do you want me to attack?
That would
stay up?
Flip them. I don't know that that's what we want. I'm just saying.
Is that what we want?
That's what I'm saying. The other option would have been you could have thwarted before you, or if you're flipping, you just heal.
So should I flip?
I feel like you should flip. Like this has to get to 20 before we lose, and he's confused, right? Okay. I feel like flipping's the obvious option here. Now you could have paid for this differently, right? And had a fist in your hand, or no?
No.
See, the thing with Blade is the resource has to come from your hand, so you can't use one of these for it.
He's just so great for jumping. Okay, so this flips down.
Heal 3, heal 4 because of my crew quarters. I just feel like it's not worth taking a chance. I'm going to be super low in a second. Actually, maybe I should heal the 1 because I could lose. So heal 1 less. I'm sorry. Because I could literally die if the wrong card comes out, right? Anything that makes this go off. Oh, no. Because he doesn't. You take the extra 1. I'm sorry. Because he doesn't thwart against me. Because of confuse. So I've got a little bit of time. All right, you good? You keeping that in your hand?
Yeah, it's nice to get it split over 2 if you're an ultra ego, because then you can heal.
Right.
Yeah, I'm pitching this.
All right. So let's ready everything up. Let's draw our cards. Oh my gosh. I have Mockingbird, Power of Justice, and a Sonic Rifle here. And Sonic Blast if we need it. Yeah, we're in decent shape. All right, so we're adding 2 here. I am going to, let's ready Cosmo. I am going to get nothing to happen to me. Go ahead and tick yours down 1. He's going to thwart for 2 plus, not thwart, scheme for 2 plus 2 is 4. Yeah, I mean, we're not even halfway to done, right? And that's with both of us flipped. It's pretty stupidly ridiculous. All right, let's draw a card. You draw a card. Okay, thank you. Yes. So, Antidote, said, "What's the name of this add-on to Tabletop Simulator?" It is the one by Pwn Star Hero. It's Marvel Champion Scripted. I just did a video the other day. You can look for it in our stream. It's how to TTS and how to play Marvel Champions, and all the information's in there. So I'll definitely link to that. Actually, I might start linking to that in every video, like for people who, because I get that question all the time, what's this mod? It's a great mod. Did a great job with this. And Antoine, welcome to the channel. I don't think I've seen Antoine before. All right, let's keep going. I'm going to flip this. When revealed, each minion engaged with the player activates against the player. Each player who is not engaged with the minion searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a Black Order minion. Wait, what? We both have to do that? Doesn't seem great.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we both have to find a Black Order minion. I didn't realize that.
Mm-hmm.
So one of us is clearly taking this one. Because it's not revealed, is it? Yeah, it's not revealed, so that's an obvious one. And do we take Black Dwarf, or do we take, who's the other one? Or do we take the Giant? I think we take the Giant. We're both face down, right? So Quick Strike doesn't matter.
Can't you just take another Outrider?
No, dude, there's only 4 cards in that deck, right? Oh, is there another Outrider?
Yeah.
Well, that would clearly be better.
This one, right?
Yes. Yeah, that seems good. I did not realize there was 2 Outriders.
You can also take from discard, but I don't.
Yeah. So Jang asked that one was yours was. Jang asked the question, "What's everybody's favorite hero?" So mine's Black Widow. How about you, Terrence?
I still feel like I'm partial to the Church of Spider-Man.
Yeah, you're definitely a Spider-Man fan.
I mean, I don't play him very much on stream because he's core set, but
I like. I mean, some of my recent favorites are Venom. I really like Star-Lord.
Do you just pick one from each
cycle?
cycle?
No, because I like Star-Lord also.
Core set.
And then Hawkeye is one of my favorites as well. So.
You know, like bust out Hawkeye during the Hawkeye TV show.
I'm so excited about that. I just saw did you see the preview came on today for that?
I haven't seen. I saw one earlier this week.
Oh, well, maybe it was earlier this week. Maybe I just missed it. All right, go ahead and do your turn. If you need cards or Helicarrier, let me know. Because if not, people are going to see a ridiculous turn out of me of drawing ridiculous number of cards.
I guess what's the plan for killing these guys for you?
I mean, I got Jack Flag with 2 shots, right?
Flag?
So one of them will go toward that. So, I mean, I may as well just do that now.
Okay.
Boom.
So I should just heal, right, to 10?
I mean, I would think so, yes.
And I flip up? Because I assume you're going to use Fructor on you?
I'll just do that right now.
Wait, are you just not healing
I'm not
to full?
healing to full. I'm going to use my energy to heal. I'm flipping back down next turn. I'm fine. And I'm stunning him with Mockingbird. So I'll have a chumper too. So it's fine.
So when I flip, I'm going to go into use Perseverance to get tough. That's what you do.
Okay, so which one are you doing?
I might as well do Gamma, right?
Well, that's just 1 damage.
Do damage. Or do you think I should just do Pulsar to heal to full health?
I mean, are you going to be able to switch to do damage eventually?
I have Photon in my hand.
Don't forget we've got Cosmo. It might be worth killing him. I don't know. Or killing one of these. Killing your Outrider. I mean, it's only a 1/1, so I'm not too worried.
Do I play Clea?
What's Clea do? She's fine. I mean, she's a chumper, right? She's an ultimate chumper.
But I'm about to shuffle my decks.
I don't know, man. Photon speed seems good.
All right.
Although we don't need it. It's fine. It's not bad. So you should probably go to Gamma if you're going to do Photon speed, right? Does that 1 health really help you?
Why is that? What's the 1 damage do for us?
I mean, nothing.
All right, so. Oh wait, I don't need to. Wait, hold on. I don't need this if I'm going to. I probably shouldn't heal either, actually, because if I play momentum shift, right, like I'm gonna heal for 2.
Okay.
So if I heal, that's 3. So
you didn't heal.
Right.
Okay.
So I subtract 3 from 11, which is 8,
yeah, because you went
right?
to pulsar form. Okay.
So then do I do this to flip?
Yes. Do it, man. So remove 4 threat.
1,
1, 2, 3, 4, and then
Yeah, so
one more.
yeah.
Because when you go to this form, you do that.
Yep.
Momentum
and
shift.
I think I paid this 2 to momentum
All right,
shift.
so you can do 2 here.
Yep, and then
I
heal
got
for
your
2.
healing. Sweet. And that's without using anything from me, which means I'm gonna have a ridiculous turn. So I'm gonna mansion and use my superpower on myself. So that's 2 cards. So let's just start there. Then we're gonna discard one of these, which I don't need. I'm actually gonna hold on to Cosmic Flight, I think. Oh, I don't need Followed clearly, so I'm gonna do that for Alpha Flight Station to draw 2. Oh, I got Fury. Look at that. Oh gosh. All right, so I'm flipping. I am then going to Quinn Carrier to heal myself 1 and draw another card. Yeah, if you think this is getting out of control, you are absolutely right. I'm going to Helicarrier. And what other 3 cards? Well, Followed 1. 2, 3. It's getting tough now. I guess I'm not playing Wraith. 4.
Oh, I should use my. Hold on, before you go, can I just flip them
Flip who?
with Cosmo?
Yeah, go ahead.
Boss, because this is about to trigger on my turn, and so he's gonna go. He's gonna get hit by it anyways, right?
2 down, advances. So I spent 4 for Fury, so I get to draw 3 more cards, which seems good. I got a lot of stuff in my hand.
Each player. Hold on, we got to do this first, right?
Do we each get a new spell?
Yeah.
You know what I need? More spells. Well, we might just go through the entire deck, because I've gotten quite a few spells, so I might not get a spell. Nope. I do not get a spell, but we do get a acceleration token, which I'm not too worried about at this point. All right. So I am second player, so I'm not going to benefit from this stun from Mockingbird, although I still think I do it, right?
But you have Nick Fury.
What?
You have Nick Fury.
Well, but I'm just saying these are all going to freaking go off. I have too many cards, Terrence. What do I do? Well, I'm clearly putting in one of the Sonic Rifles, right? I'll pay for a Sonic Rifle with a Sonic Rifle. And then we'll go ahead and use it. So I'll have 1 charge.
I mean, are you going to put in Cosmic Flight to prevent some of that damage? Like, what do you want to do here?
I think I do play Cosmic Flight. The question...
Do you want the stun? Do you want...
I mean, I could stun right now. I think I stun and hold on to Cosmic Flight, right?
Because if you're flipping down, you can heal. But Cosmic Flight can only be used on hero side,
yes.
Just FY.
But I'm going to do that to stun. So he's stunned. Ebony's stunned and confused. And then I got all this going on. So that's going to be... Do I take this to 0? Probably not, right? I just do 3 damage. Call it a day.
Sure. You also have yourself.
Yes.
So maybe, I don't know.
Just do 5 damage?
Do the 5 damage if you want.
5 damage. Boom, boom, boom. Let me hear you say wayo. All right, let's ready up. And I'm going to hold on to Cosmic Flight.
I get a card.
Looky. Energy absorption. Oh, and energy channel. Guess what? It's getting to energy channel point of the game, by the way.
Okay. So it goes up by 3.
Yep. And then he tries to attack you
Doesn't attack
doesn't,
me.
but then mine go down, and then he's gonna attack me. We do have to remember the attack. So let's start with taking 4.
So confused.
And then discard a card and confused. Please just don't be my energy channel. I don't even care what else it is. Well, that's not what I actually meant. That's fine. I meant energy absorption is what I did not want to lose. Energy channel's fine. All right. So yeah, I got 4 more damage staring me in the face. But he's about to attack. Fury, obviously. So 2 damage plus 1 would be 3, but Fury's going to take all of that and just be fine with that. All right. Draw your encounter card. I draw mine.
Yeah.
I mean, sure. Are we just going to put a ton of threat on it and not care?
Yeah.
So 7. Okay.
Yeah. I do not like that guy, but
yeah,
it's fine.
Yeah. Oh, guard. That also gives the villain tough. Wonderful. You know what I don't love? Any of that.
You give plink damage,
What was that?
Mockingbird. You
For what?
Mockingbird.
Oh yeah, for plink damage. Yep.
Yeah.
So I am
Your
first.
first fire.
Let's do this.
I mean, I did get the
All
big
right,
black.
I'm gonna
dwarf.
heal myself for 1 and draw a card. Do you want my card from Mansion? Or my helicarrier?
I mean, I won't say
I'm not
no,
flipping
but,
down, am I?
I mean,
Or am I flipping down? If I'm flipping, I mean, I think I do,
know.
right? Unless you're flipping. I guess I should flip down because he's confused, right? So I should definitely flip down so I can hold off on some of this stuff. I think I have Photonic Blast. Well, do I have Photonic Blast yours?
No, I'm gonna Gamma
Okay.
Blast him.
So I'm gonna Photonic Blast mine, which is 5 damage, which gives him tough. And I get to draw a card because I did pay for it with energy. Oh, look at that. I mean,
if you're gonna draw that, I wouldn't mind your helicarrier.
should I Sonic Rifle again
don't
and just
necessarily
do
need
the
the
3
card draw.
damage? I'm almost out of cards.
I mean, you might as well put the Sonic
I
Rifle
mean,
in. It's not restricted. It's restricted, right? Yeah. So you can have
Yep.
at least 2 of them.
I mean, do I just do 3 damage with this one, or do I do 6 with both of them? I mean, we're getting endgame, right? Do I just? Yeah.
Sure.
So that's down to 1.
Didn't you just say like 10 minutes ago, like you never?
Well,
do this,
I mean,
like,
but how
damage
much?
effect
How many
on the
times
side?
do you do that? Almost never, right?
It depends on the deck, right? Like I definitely.
Oh wait, I'm
used it
confused.
in decks where.
Am I thwarted? Why am I confused?
Yeah. Because of the.
Oh, that
spell.
just went off. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's fine.
Yeah. As long
I
as you
did not
didn't
thwart this turn. I
turn.
didn't do jack this turn. I think I'm gonna use it to heal myself to full this turn, actually. So I go to 11 there, 12 with crew quarters. So I'm gonna discard Crisis Interdiction.
You know, plink
What?
damage. Plink damage with Mockingbird. For you.
Yeah, I'm gonna Cosmic Flight, by the way, because I just drew energy as well. Because why wouldn't I? Yeah, why don't you take card draw and my helicarrier? Take 2 card draws right now. God, it's so ridiculous.
Can you get the tough?
Oh
one?
yeah, Mockingbird. We said that. Relax, brother. Relax.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And then Jack Flag's
yeah, I guess
gonna
he healed,
shoot
so
for
it's
2.
fine. Don't. Yeah. Nice.
And Jack Flag can chump for you at this point.
I'm going.
Or Mockingbird should actually.
I'm gonna play.
Don't
Death
forget,
Focus.
you have my helicarrier too.
Okay. And then I will speed of light to swap to gamma form to ping for damage. I guess I could have gotten rid of tough that way.
It's fine.
So I don't really need to change forms again, but 1, 2, 3,
Wait,
gamma
why
blast
did you
him.
spend this twice? Is 3
What?
helicarrier?
1, 2.
Oh, you still haven't used helicarrier. All right, so you changed form. You
Yeah.
plinked
So
1.
1, 2,
Did I do
3.
the 1 damage? I can't remember. Definitely 7. Oh no, you're doing 6 to him.
No, 7 on him, so he takes 1 from that.
All right, so he takes 1.
But I plinked 1 from
I
gamma.
don't remember if
and
you
then
took
one
if I
from
gave him the 1
killing.
from Gamma Blast. If somebody in the chat can help us out with that,
Yeah.
I can't remember if I did. I don't think I did. But that might be a too bad so sad situation. I'll just leave it.
And then I'm going to attack for 3.
By the way, there's great chat going on, and I wish I could be part of it, and I wish I could, let everybody know what's going on in the chat. But I mean, I feel like that's the goal of this, is to eventually have people having their own great chat while the game's going on, and it's just like a bunch of people sitting around on a Thursday night, Friday night playing games, talking. I don't know. I kind of feel like that's it's a thing. It's a thing. So.
Yeah, so I'm going to do Evervision. Unfortunately, I can't remove 2 because
By the way, you still haven't used my helicopter.
Apparently, we don't. Yeah, I just use it now. So I spent 1 photon speed plus your helicarrier to Evervigilant to just ready, and then attack him again for another 3.
Seems good.
And then do I just burn speed of light to have blade attack for 2? And then I hold on to this so I can sidestep his attack.
I mean, I don't know that you need to sidestep his attack, but that's fine.
I mean, it's tough, right? So, but tough's gonna actually go off from this thing. So,
yep. Oh, Blade's not gonna die from that, which is great. All right, so let's ready everything up. Oh yeah, I get to draw my cards. So I draw 5 more cards. 5. Do I keep Cosmic Flight in my hand?
No, you just turn it into power on energy channel.
I should have done that. Yes. All right.
It's an action.
Yep.
You can technically
do
it.
So there's 2. I need an extra card. Oh wow, I got Spider Woman, so we got more confused, just in case, and foiled.
Just so you can use your sonic rifle. You can use your entire clip of your sonic rifle to do damage.
That's friggin' amazing. 6 damage. Actually, 6 damage for 3 is terrible. Never mind. All right, so we're gonna add 3 to the main scheme.
I mean, it's terrible, but it's also just like, just in case you didn't need that confuse, here, let's just make the sonic rifle even better.
Yes. All right, so that was 3 on the main, and then he is going to try to thwart against me, but fail miserably. Then he's going to attack you. Do you want me to chump with Mockingbird, right?
Hold on.
Oh, so that's 2 damage and 2 to Blade. I'll give the 2 to Blade.
Yeah, tough goes away. And then this just goes down 1.
And mine still doesn't go off.
Yeah, just
because he was confused.
Like friends.
I'm confused as well.
Yeah, it's up to you. Do you want to chump with Mockingbird? I also have sidestep, but
no, I'll chump with Mockingbird. There's no reason not to.
Do you have to discard a card from your hand? You do.
Wait, how does that work?
Because it's a boost. So you are now the
Oh man,
target
I
of the
don't
attack.
get nearly enough cards, Terrence. That's it. I'm not giving you my cards this turn. I'm taking them all myself. All right. Where are we at? Draw. Yep.
Draw your
another
card.
one for you, or draw another one for me. When revealed, place 1 threat on each main scheme for each spell environment in play. Oh no. Oh wait, is that for both of us?
No.
In your play area.
For each spell in your play area. Yeah.
That's it.
Well, another card.
I mean, but of all the cards for me to get, that wasn't the worst. Oh, here you go. Another acceleration. 2 per player. I feel like it doesn't matter.
I am confused. And I can just
Terrence, we're not going to be able to thwart. What is going on here? By the way, how much life does he have? Well, 10 of it hopefully will be gone from energy channel. By the way, I'm drawing my cards unless you really need them for something great. Oh, because you got Gamma Blast.
I can play everything in my hand.
Oh, and you've got 2 things. Oh, your spell went off? Now, we said, because it was your last spell, yeah, you've got to draw till you get a spell. Wait, why is this here?
I thought it was a spell.
Hey! Goodbye, Shadows of the Past, and goodbye, my obligation. So does that mean it's going to... Does it say reveal it or no?
No.
Yeah, none of those have been spells.
It's discard cards so you get a spell, right? Not...
Yeah. Which is...
Dude, this is a lot of the deck, man. Did you just hoard all the spells?
I had a lot of the spells. Now, this doesn't surge, though, right? Or does it?
No.
All right.
Dude, we just went through half the deck.
Do you care?
Getting a spell. So we're about to get hit by a bunch of surge spells.
No, that's true. That's true. Yeah, that means they're probably back to back to back. All right, but you're first player, man. Make it happen. If you need anything, let me know. I can give you cards that give you draw.
Yeah. Gamma Blast for 7, another 3 for me, so 10.
So 10 damage gets it down to 13. Boom, boom, boom. You got Blade, by the
way. Yeah.
Or do you just pay for Blade? Hold on, let me give you Helicarrier so you can still pay for Blade. Or do you have another fist in your hand?
No, she is the only fist I have.
Huh. Never mind.
It's fine. Unless you really want... Well, I mean, you can do 10, right? So this is it.
Well, you can't attack with Blade. Oh, you're going to just kill Blade.
He just gets discarded.
I gotcha.
Yeah, that's 3, right? So then you just
I don't
do
know
10.
if I can do 10. I don't have my Gamma Blast. I mean, I only have me, Jack Flag, a partial Gamma Blast, Quinn Carrier. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen here, Terrence. We don't know. All I know is I'm going to discard, of all things, Photonic Blast to draw 2 new cards. Well, actually, there's no reason to do that yet. First, I will use my power and mansion to draw 2 cards. Yep, why not? Then I will get rid of Followed to draw 2 more cards. Then I am going to flip. And...
Oh, should I flip down?
Yeah, you can flip down, man. Go for it.
And then you can record as me?
Oh, yeah.
Before you go.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good call, actually. I forgot. Oh, yeah, and I'm fully healthy. That's awesome. All right, so I'm just going to do Followed for an energy here. We will do Determination to remove a threat from the main scheme, which we can't.
You can't. That's gone off 0 times.
I'm going to do Quake to add another one, and then we'll do Power to add another one. So, yes, that's up to 10. And by the way, I could still Photonic Blast to do another 5 and draw a card. Yeah.
I mean, you could do that because then you can kill him with the Sonic Rifle, just so you feel good about it.
You mean Spider-Woman? Put Spider-Woman in? Is that what you're saying?
No, you can use Sonic Rifle, do that final 3 damage after you Photonic Blast and attack yourself.
I'm confused. It doesn't work. If I put Spider-Woman in, then he'd be confused. But it doesn't matter. Energy chain is going to blast for 10. Let's stop wasting everybody's time here. All right, we're done. Done. Dun. Let's see. All right, Terrence, how'd you feel about that? Do you feel a little bit better about that than our decks last week?
Yeah, but I mean, it's just like Captain Marvel. Turns out, if you flip every turn, you get a lot of cards. And if you can't win when you have that many cards, then...
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty ridiculous. So you secured the landing pad, and we got Cosmo. We got both, right? Attack on Nowhere 1B was completed. Add security breach to the campaign pool. Check here security... No, we don't add security breach. I'm sorry. It was not completed. So we did add Cosmo. We don't add that. Record each identity's health. Well, we're full. I am 12. You are 11. All right. So that is that campaign. Do we want to read the story, or do we want to wait till the beginning of next time to read the story? Do we want to know what's going on?
I mean, you can still do
both, we'll do both.
Right? Like...
All right. Nowhere. What's going on out there? The landing zone is overrun. Cosmo needs our help. Or just needs help. I'll deal with the invaders. You stay here. The Power Stone is no longer on Nowhere. Oh, wait. Is that the next page? No, that is that page. The Power Stone is no longer on Nowhere. Don't worry about me. I have everything I need right here. That's Loki, right? Sanctuary. Let's take our soldiers to Nowhere. The Maw has failed, Lord. His battalion will not return. Oh. So, the Maw has failed, and then let's take our soldiers to Nowhere. Power Stone is no longer on Nowhere. Wait, is there something else to be read here? Am I missing something? I don't have my campaign book here next to me. I feel like there's a page missing.
So you do this.
Oh, here it is. I'm sorry. All right, there was another page. The Power Stone is no longer on Nowhere. I have brought it. Wait, I brought it to you. The Reality Stone can be found within the Avengers Tower on Earth. Oh, so wait, they let Loki out? Is that what this is? Oh, so we let Loki out.
No. He's like looking himself in the mirror, so you know it's Loki who talked to Gamora.
Oh, that's Star-Lord. He's talking to himself. Oh.
Yeah, so he like tells Gamora, she runs away, and then Loki looks at that mirror that's behind her, right? Like this thing.
Got it.
So it has the Power Stone there, and then that's how you know it's Loki, and then he steals it because she runs off because she was guarding it.
Got it. The Power Stone is no longer on Nowhere, says Loki. I have brought it to you. The Reality Stone can be found within the Avengers Tower on Earth. So wait, he's actually helping Thanos in this one. Son of a gun. You offer me the final 2 identity stones? What's your game, trickster? I always like playing with for the winning team. Also, my brother is among those who guard the Reality Stone. I wish him dead. Oh man, Loki, what is going on?
I feel like we now have to replay the campaign with Thor.
I know, right? Corvus, Proxima, take your army to Earth, secure the stone, and bring Loki his brother's head. Avengers Tower, destroy the tower! So, the other 2 are attacking the tower, but Loki took the stone. That son of a dog. He was playing games with us, man. I don't like him. I don't like Loki. All right, so plot twist.
I mean, I already don't like him in the obligation set he's in.
Oh, man, I just realized I did not let people see the book because I had our big heads in the way. Sorry, everybody. Let me transition back so you guys can see the book. Oops. Yes, so that's Gamora talking to Star-Lord. Gamora runs off to defend. Star-Lord looks at himself in the mirror and says, I've got everything I need. These 2 are pissed off that that Maw failed. Oops. Then Loki comes to Thanos with the stone. Then he says he wants his brother's head. Thanos says, cool. He sends the husband and wife team to take out the Avengers Tower. And that's where we will be starting at the beginning of our next session. Now we can go to our big fat heads. So what do you think, Terrence? So you've played through this mission before. This is my first time experiencing the story. Because I did not do it. And actually, I got to get a better scan also. So by the next time we play, and maybe even by Saturday for that, I will have a better scan of the rule book because I have it in the other room.
I will self scan.
I mean, yeah, this is such a terrible scan of the rule book. It's shiny, all that stuff.
I mean, is it really a scan? It's a picture on a phone.
Right, it's definitely a picture on a phone. There's no question about it. Yeah, so let us know what you think. We've got a lot of people in the chat still. The chat's been very active. So there's been a lot of
more active on Thursdays than
what
Fridays.
was
Is
that?
that how it works? Is it more active now on
Well, I
Thursday?
think we got some new players, people in here. I think Jag's been very starting a lot of conversation and a lot of people just talking back and forth. So I think we have some very active people always in the chat, but I think having a new person in here has definitely enlivened the chat as well. So Jag's last question was, what's everybody's favorite aspect? Well, I'll tell you, it's not leadership for us, right?
Well, it's not that I don't like leadership. It just feels like allies are just really strong. And then leadership tends to just have the best aspect
Yeah.
cards in the game. Some of the best.
I tend to go protection or justice. Those are kind of my two go-tos, I feel like. Where do you tend to go?
I think I do pretty evenly across the board minus leadership. So I definitely have done, like, I think it's really fun if you can string together an aggression deck in True Solo because it actually doesn't do the one thing I think that justice can give you in True Solo, which is usually kind of that break valve in managing threat, which can be really hard.
And even protection will give you that because you've got the three. What are those three cards I always use?
I mean, you do have hard to
ignore.
ignore, but it's still really hard, right? Like you don't have a lot of. You really have to rely on your hero ability or just raw like stat power to kind of get rid of threat, right? So like you can definitely run to problems if you get side schemes because hard ignore only does the main scheme. And so I think that's where Justice really flourishes in True Solo is that, and allies, right? Like,
and we play a lot of True Solo.
Usually the best ways in True Solo.
I mean, beside when we're playing with each other, you know, it's mostly True Solo for us. And what we mean by True Solo is not two-handed, just one hero. And I think aggression is hard. I mean, I certainly would think leadership would be the easiest to True Solo with, followed by Justice as the next easiest. Yeah, protection and aggression I think are really hard to solo with unless you just get a lot of stun lock with aggression or something to manage threat.
Yeah, even stun lock though, like if you draw some of those side schemes, right? Like it can be really hard. Like I was playing tower defense earlier this week, and I just got lucky on the second playthrough where I wasn't drawing things like landing craft because Armies of Titan is one of the modulars. But in the first game, I actually drew two of these in the like second and fourth turn, and so it feels bad when you have to clear this and you get a minion, but it like that is one of those scenarios where like I think you would even agree that it is worth getting rid of this when it's adding two threat.
Oh no, absolutely. Jag says I like protection, but want it to feel more powerful when I play OT. I don't know what OT is. And then Victor says, justice for me. I like keeping...
Play it, maybe? It?
Oh, playing it. Yeah, it's probably supposed to be it. Justice for me. I like keeping scheming under control, says Victor. Yeah, justice feels real powerful, too. I think justice is second to leadership for strength. What do you think?
I guess it depends on... I think in True Solo, that's probably true, but it probably depends on, I think the dynamic changes a lot in multiplayer, right?
Yeah. So Nine Dowd says, thanks for the heads up, Terence. I need little hints like that to try stuff. So which hint was he talking about? I'm sorry.
He was asking about Spider-Woman. Like he just mashed some, or he or she just mashed some, she, or they just mashed some cards together.
Got it.
But I was saying like a good start for Spider-Woman can be, you get those boosts, right? So one of the ways you can build her, I guess there's like, at least when I was deck building with her, there's like kind of two ways to look at deck building with her. Like you can either try to get high stats for her, which is playing a lot of low-cost cards, so you have access to, especially now, like so many low-cost cards across the card pool. The other combination is the fact that you get access to two aspects, right? So you get to do some funky combos that you can't do with any other hero. So like an example of that would be you can do the Yondu and Energy Spear thing
Yep.
in Spider Woman, like in that deck by itself, right? So you can do things like that. You know, you can put in Boot Camp. You can do some neat tricks there that you just can't do in other decks. So that is
And
kind
I
of a
like
fun way to
building
do it.
defenders.
It's
One of
probably a
my
little
first
more.
decks I ever played with on the stream was defenders with Spider Woman. So I had all 4 defenders. Now it's more thematic than it is good. But I did protection, justice, and I got to have all 4 defenders in there. So that was pretty fun. I think she can do some fun stuff, and she can do some really powerful stuff. Like you said, you just combo within herself. Stuff you would normally need 2 heroes for.
Yeah, and she has pretty decent economy because she does have those 2 generator cards for any aspect card, which is going to be, the majority of your deck unless you're. I mean, the one thing you probably don't see very often in her is running basic package because those
Well,
are aspect
right,
cards.
yeah,
the
because
basic cards.
she can already dip into 2 aspects, only fairly shallowly, and the more neutral cards that she has, then the less.
Well, that and for generators don't work
right,
for those
and
cards.
she has a lot of cards that trigger off of aspect cards, so.
But yeah, I mean, there's a few ways to build her. I think she's only going to get better as the card pool. She's definitely one of those heroes that only gets better as the card pool gets bigger.
For sure.
Um,
So you said your favorite Spider-Man, is it his card set, or do you just like him because of the hero itself?
I think he's just like a great intro hero. He was the first hero I played actually during the Gen Con thing, like I said. So kind of that. I like the theming. Like there, it's definitely just one of those really fun moments in the game, which happened in the Gen Con demo, like I've said before, where you get Spider Sense into a backflip and then you just avoid all that damage, and that's always just a lot of fun and it feels super thematic. So I enjoyed that since the early days, but then. Yeah, I mean, he's just super consistent. He doesn't have to flip down, so you can bring him to a table. I mean, 8 damage is just super solid there. And there's been some cheeky stuff too that I've seen. Like I've built him. He can play basically in all the aspects really well. Like obviously protection with that 3 defense stat does that. I think he's one of the best protection heroes there because you do get that extra card. So if you manage to do that with Unflappable, you're getting like 2 cards a turn, which is awesome,
absolutely.
Right?
He's one that can actually play a turn after defending, which a lot of characters
exactly.
can't. And they just, when they defend, they're just done.
Yeah, so like he has that going for him. If you still lean into that defense, like I feel like he does kind of a quasi stun lock, like toe to toe thing a little more interesting than some of the other heroes, because if you run toe to toe, you get a card out of it, right? Like you play the card and then he attacks you, you defend, which that 5 damage is more than your 2 attack, right? So like, and if the villain attacks you, you get a card out of it. Or if you webbed him up, right? Like you could web up on a previous turn.
See, that's the only negative of having a strong
toe-to-toe.
protection deck. A lot of the protection decks do things when you block all the damage, and webbed up is like, nah, he's not going to attack you for a couple turns. So you almost got to not build that.
Yeah, and that's true for even for stunned, right? Like, but like in multiplayer, like that protection Spider-Man with webbed up and other stuff just gives the other players just a lot of kind of clearance to really, I think, accelerate. So it's a great kind of supportive protection deck. And I think the aggression Spider-Man deck is also really strong with leaning into like those web kicks and martial prowess and drop kicks and things like that can be pretty neat. And then toe to toe as well. And he's also really good with press the advantage. So that's always like a fun kit there for aggression, because you have a lot of opportunities, I think, to kind of keep him stunned or confused. Well, not really confused, but really just stunned there. Justice works well because it has a lot of the mental energy that way. And so, Black Cat is just really good at fishing more cards that way, which is kind of neat. And then the Genius, right? Like the Genius on his alter ego is also just really good on that opening turn. You draw 6 cards when you start. You don't flip down very much, but like that opening turn, you basically get essentially like a 7-card hand because you get that Genius ability, right? So That's kind of nice. So he's just all around just like pretty solid performer, but doesn't feel overpowered or anything. Like you don't feel dirty playing him.
Unlike Black Widow, who's
Um,
my favorite, which you basically say, "Oh, you wanted to do that? Nah. You want to do that? No, you can't do that either."
but I
Oh
don't
no,
think
she's
she's
definitely not
overpowered, right? Like
overpowered
that's
because
just her
she can
kit.
just she doesn't do a lot of damage. She's hard even in aggression to do a lot of damage with.
She also
And
has
she has a
low
low
health
health
pool.
pool. So, and my second favorite is Hawkeye. I love Hawkeye. But again, I think he's going to really struggle with condition hate that comes out. I mean, he struggles already, right? He's certainly not one of the better heroes as it is right now, and he's going to get even worse with condition hate. So, that's basically what keeps him alive now. So, I'm not looking forward to Standard 2 with him.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
But yeah, I mean it's yeah, I mean a lot of the heroes are really flexible, so that's a part of the game I
Yeah.
really enjoy. And then even now with Hawkeye, like I think protection Hawkeye is pretty interesting if you look at like the stuff that I did with Spectrum, right? Like now with sidestep and other things, I think Hawkeye actually is
But remember, I built
some
him that
pretty neat
way,
stuff.
and you made fun of me for it. Remember, all I had was defense events in there, which were basically, I don't care if I get them or not.
Yeah, but you had like
I
actual
just wanted
defense
to
events,
use
I
them to
think.
keep me alive in those situations where it was like,
But I don't think sidestep was a thing back then. I think
no,
sidestep changes the
I
game
had
for
stuff that
defense
was like
events.
plus 2 defense, plus whatever defense. Like it was,
Yeah, but I'm talking about like non-defense defense
sure.
events like sidestep or subdue and things like that. I think that is you throw those in plus like momentum shift and stuff to like, kind of keep his health up, and then you play arrows.
Well, but that
right?
was my point. I didn't
I think if
play
you
those
have to,
cards most of the time. They were mostly just to pay for stuff, and then when I needed them to stay alive is when I would use them. That was my entire premise behind the deck. I think it's
yeah,
better
but
now.
I think a Hawkeye protection deck that actually uses defense events because
Right.
they're worth using, um, is definitely like a probably better build now because those cards are
Sure.
available.
Makes sense. All right, so let's go into a little bit of chat, and then we are out of here. Oh my gosh, Spider-Man! Don't need. So 9 Down says, "Oh my gosh, Spider-Man! Don't see enough of him. Wasn't kidding about Deft Web's Marvel DB deck. Allies, web kicks. It's crazy fun." Victor says, "I watched a streamer do like Heroic 4, maybe 3 or something, versus Claw and Doomsday Chair using Spidey, but that was just crazy." That does sound crazy. I mean, I don't know. We've never even done Heroic 2, right? So
We've never
yeah,
done Heroic 1.
Well, no, Heroic 2 is you draw 2 cards, right? Heroic 1 would be nothing.
No, Heroic 1 is you draw one
okay.
extra
Yeah,
per
yeah.
player.
I mean,
Heroic 2
yeah,
is 2
no,
extra.
none of that seems
etc.
fun. We just do crazy other stuff. 9Down says, "Oh yeah, I asked about this during the teach video, but building/player multiplayer. I'm so used to solo that it's kind of tough for me to play, but I want to be better at it." Well, I mean, just watch us, right? Terence and I typically build decks to complement each other. The weeks like last week where we don't really look at each other's decks are the weeks where we do the worst. You know, usually we're trying to build decks to complement what the other person's trying to do. Terrence knew I was going to be flipping down over and over, so he didn't need to protect me, right? So that was part of, what we were thinking about for this week. So you don't want to be good at something that the other player doesn't need in a multiplayer deck. I think that's one of the biggest keys. Terrence, do you have any additional tips for that?
I guess like it might be interesting to talk about for you, your journey, because like I remember when we first started, you would just bring your
Yep.
solo decks to the table, and then you've kind of changed that, right? So, do you want to talk about like how you've kind of evolved your deck building?
So solo decks need to do
Um,
everything, right? They need to be able to thwart. They need to be able to do damage. They need to be able to defend themselves when necessary. They just need a little.
And do you take like suboptimal cards there just to balance it out? Like
I
you would
mean,
take.
I would go
I feel
very
like to the
ally
rescue
heavy,
is a pretty
right?
terrible.
Like that's a big part of it.
Yeah.
In solo decks, I think you have to have a lot of allies, just because you need somebody to take the damage for you, and you'd still like the allies to be able to do stuff. So you'd like more than one ally out at a time. You'll see my leadership deck that I play on Saturday is very ally heavy. Basically, that's all I have beside, a bunch of builder cards. You think I drew a lot of cards today? Wait till you see that deck. That's got all this stuff and more.
I mean, you might as well just put strength in numbers in there. Just go all out.
And
Just go
just
all the
draw a
way.
bazillion cards all at once. But
Just draw your entire deck
yeah,
every turn.
but I mean, the problem is I don't have anything to do with those cards, right? The problem is drawing too many cards would be an issue in that deck because literally the only thing I have is more allies to play down. So strength in numbers doesn't do me any good once I'm to the point where I've got my whole setup out. Um, I guess I could energy channel. Actually, I could double energy channel and do 20 damage on a turn. That might actually be really fun. I never thought about that. So I guess
But then if you strengthen numbers later, then you get to shuffle and then draw them
right.
again, so you can just keep.
Oh man, that
Yeah.
that could be pretty nasty. Double energy channel on a turn for 20 damage plus whatever else I end up doing that turn. I'm sure I could do other stuff with that many cards in my hand as well. But yeah, no. Oh, go ahead, Terrence.
Yeah, no, just finish your thought.
Oh no, I was just gonna say. So when you're playing solo, it's key to be able to kind of do everything. Allies are key to keeping you alive, unless you're playing protection. But I mean, for any other aspect, I think you have to have allies just to make sure you don't get killed, by some crazy, attack cards or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, there's ways to do that with. I think if in aggression and justice, you can lean into the status effects. I think that's why you're kind of upset about Standard 2 to some degree. And for those who aren't familiar, Standard 2 is coming out in the Hood Scenario Pack in. Is it December? Maybe it's later in November. It's the next pack after War Machine, whenever that comes out. There might be a date for it, but I don't know it off the top of my head. But as part of that pack, they're introducing additional so you can replace your standard 1 cards with standard 2, and then they also have expert 2 as well. And you can mix and match. So you can play standard 2, expert 1, or, standard 1, expert 2, or standard 2, expert 2.
I wonder how the mod's going to
or you don't have to change a thing, so. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. But that's future mod author's problem, I guess, whenever that comes out. But in there, there's a keyword called, it's not Stalwart, which is the one that basically allows you to not get those status effects for Confuse and Stun, but what is it called?
I don't know, but it basically makes it so you have to have 2 of them for them to affect them. So you have to double stun before stun takes place.
Yeah,
double
get the actual,
Yeah, and again, it just makes true solo harder, so I don't know that I would ever play those in a true solo game, or at least one that I'm trying to have fun in.
Yeah, you definitely just would have to deck it, right?
I mean, all you do is lean more heavily into allies, right? Which I don't know that that's more fun than putting conditions on them. So unless they have a lot of overkill in there as well, like right now there's not a lot of overkill in the game. There's certain villains that do it, but most don't. So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, the keyword is steady, by the way. But yeah, so, I think you can definitely build an aggression deck that leads into stunning with drop kick and other stuff. I've definitely done that with a Gamora build. So those can be viable solo. Or you can lean to kind of just stun or confuse as well, where I mean, flipping every other turn, like you saw with Peter, can get you a lot of cards or whatever if you have a really strong kind of alter ego side.
I mean that works specifically for Captain Marvel. That is her thing.
Well, I mean, it works. I think there's a lot of, if it's not card draw, like Black Widow, it's you get card draw playing a prep if you flip, and then you get the safe house to get you the the prep card back. So I think a lot of heroes have actually really good alter ego stuff when you get set up and you get the supports out that you want. Not every hero, I don't think you get a lot out of Spider-Man necessarily as much, because he is really built. But you do get the extra resource. You get Aunt May. Aunt May is awesome, right? So, Confuse, I think, is gets you a similar thing as Stun, where every other turn you're not the villain's just not doing a thing during his activation or her activation. So. That's really kind of what you're going for. I think you're not going to lean into ally-heavy decks. And so when you transition to multiplayer, you kind of get the opportunity. So I think you can bring 2 solo decks, and it's fine. One of the things that you have to contend with is, one of the things that we talk about a lot is uniqueness. So back when we were only playing Avengers, right? is someone bringing Quinn Carrier? Are you relying for this in your deck? If you are, then maybe I'm not going
Yeah.
to bring it, right? Or if that person has a signature ally, that's unique. Like maybe I'm not going to pack that in my deck because that's important. Like another easy way is like you can just pick two heroes that have team up cards, right? So like I think they're naturally built to
Yep.
complement each other to some degree, and so you kind of get those abilities like out of the gate. So I think like Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver are really strong in that sense because like their alter ego abilities are just
Yeah.
better. So like that opening turn, you both get to do that thing where you can discard 2 cards to draw 3, right? So like both of you
Yep.
get to do that. Ant-Man the Wasp. I'm really looking forward to War Machine and Iron Man to see how
Yeah.
that works out.
Yeah. No, that'll be fun. So,
So those are fun combos. But yeah, just making sure like I think if you treat multiplayer deck building like solo deck building, but you get 2 decks to build, that's kind of how I look at it, right? Like you have to cover all your bases, but now you get kind of 2 decks to do
sure.
that, right? So like is this deck going to lean more into thwarting, right, or more into damage, or are they going to do a bit of both, right? And I think you have to, even if you lean and specialize in one, you still have to be able to do a little bit of the
Of
other
course.
thing you're
Well,
not
and
doing,
I think
right?
your 15 cards, hero deck or whatever is going to give you that. A lot of times, it'll give you some damage even if you don't add any damage in.
Yeah. So yeah, you can rely on your hero stuff. You can do a little more. It kind of depends on, I guess, like how much you need to fill. But like sometimes, like yeah, like you get that side scheme, right? That 7th thwart. Like that's really hard for a single player, oftentimes on a turn, to just on a dime just like
Yeah.
clear it, right? Like even for Iron Man, like you can get it low, but you're not guaranteed to clear it every
Yep.
turn, right? Like at most you can do
7.
5
Well, 7
off of
with his
that,
thwart
right?
if he's justice.
Oh, if you have heroic justice, right? Yeah. So you could clear it, I guess, as Iron Man, but like, like it's
Still
something
lot.
like a lot.
Yeah. I mean, that's all you're doing, right? Oh, well, that's not all you're doing. You can blink damage, stuff like that.
No, that's like that's assuming you're set up, but you're not actually playing any cards for it, which is
Yep.
good. But yeah, so there's that. There's probably the other thing you have to think about is how you're going to deal with the activations, right? Like, is each hero self-sufficient to take their attack? I think the general kind of plan in multiplayer is that unless you're bringing someone who is going to have a ton of chump blockers or a ton of protection that is defending all the time, like that Spider-Man deck I was talking about, you kind of have to plan to how you're going to deal with all
Yep.
these attacks, right?
And I mean, the other thing you have to remember is you can play actions on other people's turns, and you'll see us doing that throughout the course of the game. So don't forget, I mean, it's super powerful to be able to do that. Like, because that's the thing that'll mess you up sometimes too. Like for me, with all my Captain America, or not Captain America, Captain Marvel powers, a lot of them like draw cards and things like that. Well, I don't want to do that. I don't want to give you card draw when your turn's already over, right? Unless you have a great action card in your hand that
Yep.
you need one more to play or whatever else. So, I mean, it's important to think about stuff like that. Teamwork is definitely important in multiplayer, but I do think, I don't know, I think it's the best way to play the game personally.
Yeah, it opens up a lot more decisions. Like I know you when we've talked about it, you kind of dislike the like fact that you can't just like flip the alter ego flipping thing, like how you can only do that on your turn and like you can't do that because it like limits your
I mean,
choices.
I'm not a huge fan of that, but it's the choice they made, and I mean, there are still plenty of action cards. I just think I would love better integrated turns because I think 3 and 4 player would be better with that. Because there's just an awful lot of downtime, and I think if you could integrate your turns better, it would make higher player count better as well. But that's
But one of the things that kind of comes out of that is it makes the decision that only happens in multiplayer that you don't get in true solos, that flipping down to alter ego. I guess we could keep calling it flipping down, but like going to alter ego is actually a really big decision because it not only affects this turn but the
Yes.
following turn, right? Like if you draw hero cards that you can play, if you're flipped down, you can't play them, right? And you can't play them at a turn. And it also puts value into actually just actions in general, which you don't really see as much in solo, which is kind of neat. So like certain cards, like in any game, like higher player count cards, the value of certain cards are worth more in higher player counts versus less, right? Like Maria Hill in 4 player really good.
Yep.
Like just really, really good. But then it also makes things like the ability to play her card out of turn also becomes valuable too, right? So like if I can play Maria Hill, and even if I'm the last player to go, if I can play her first, that is always better almost than playing her last, because it means that everyone's getting a card before
Exactly.
they're going,
Or
right?
or you can plan for it if, I mean, not always, right? But if you have a good action card and you're one short of paying for it, you can say, "Oh, you've got Maria Hill, or can somebody give me a card, or can somebody give me a helicarrier?" Like, there are things you can do to make it work better. I mean, it's not going to be ideal and all the time. I do think Maria Hill is definitely better for the first player, but certainly knowing that somebody down the line is planning on playing Maria Hill may make it so that you can give your helicarrier to somebody else or whatever else, right? So you can, if you think about it and plan around it, I think the puzzle becomes more interesting in multiplayer. Nine Down said, actions during another player's turn is such a blind spot for me. I feel like that would be a big increase in my playability if I was more mindful of that. And I mean, you hear Terence and I talk about it out loud all the time when we're playing. It's like, oh, wait a minute, that's an action. You don't need to play that now. Let's hold on to it to see if it, if something else comes up. And Helicarrier is another one. Helicarrier, Avengers Mansion, those are great multiplayer cards because let's say you get one of them early. Let's say you get Avengers Mansion earlier. You could use that to let me draw a card knowing I have Helicarrier and I'm going to need extra resources to play Helicarrier to then help us, down the road. So not stacking them on one player the way we did today, but I think even having one person having one, having another person have the other kind of could help pay for it for the other person, right? As long as you get one of them out early. So I do think there are things you can do in multiplayer that we haven't even always shown off here.
Yeah, there's kind of going to even back to some of the Maria Hill stuff. Like it actually puts lots of values on cards like team building exercise that allow you to play cards out of turn.
Nine Down says you could play an ally out of turn? ? No. Allies are not actions.
You can with team building exercise. And cards like that. Because it literally says you can play a card when you exhaust it as a hero action. So if you're on hero side and you're not the first player, obviously you probably can't do Maria Hill because I don't know if there are heroes that share her trait. But you can play if you're an Avenger, an Avenger hero, right? I guess the one person who could do it is Star-Lord. Maybe.
Why could he do it?
No,
because he can get the resources, but he can't play the card. You still have to be able to play the card.
Yeah, you can't play the... Well, no, you can't... It doesn't match your trait, I think, right?
Yeah.
Because it has share trait. So you can't do Maria Hill, but you could do another ally, right? That could change the turn of stuff.
Well, it's important for stuff like guard, right? If I've got a huge attack in my hand and that's all that I have... if I have a huge attack in my card, it's probably an action. So I can then hold on to that huge attack till after you've gotten rid of my guard. So there's definitely cards like that. There's definitely situations like that where I think learning to play together is important. And I think if you like cooperative games, I mean, look, we're the one-stop co-op shop, right? We love cooperative games, obviously. I think it can be the height of cooperative play if you're playing two-player together well. And again, we say two-player. It certainly works for 3 or 4 player as well. It's just there's so much more downtime, so much more talking. With 2 players, I feel like it's a good back and forth. With more than 2 players, it can definitely get distracting and turns can just take forever. So I think that's why we talk a lot about 2-player, but any multiplayer, of course, these things are going to matter more and more.
Yeah, probably the other thing to take into account just from how the LCG scale for player count to, I think it makes certain cards that interact with boost effects and other things. You're just going to see more of those. So if the encounter deck actually has nasty boost effects, making room to slot for that stuff in multiplayer feels even more important because the chances of you seeing something that's extra nasty is important, or not important, but more likely, right? Highly probable, right? You're just drawing more boost cards. You have higher chances of also drawing encounter cards, like the ones that give you additional attacks or schemes and things like that then draw more boost cards. So target acquired is definitely better in multiplayer, I think, than in solo, even though it's pretty good in solo. So that's
Well,
like
and
another thing
knowing
to
the
consider.
encounter too, right? Because there are some encounters where even if you've got a good justice deck, there's so much threat they put out. Both people have to think about it. And then there's people like Ultron where you can't focus on threat because you have so many different minions that come out. I mean, you have to focus on threat too, but you get the point. Like, you have to focus on both, and both people have to be able to deal with minions. So I think whatever encounter you're playing matters quite a bit as well. So, I mean, you have to think about that when you're team building, or don't. And I mean, I think sometimes it can be more fun. You know, we're always trying to push the limits and make ourselves better players and face encounters that we haven't fought before. But I think sometimes it's okay to just put crap decks on the table too and just have fun trying to win that way, right? That increases the difficulty. You know, if you don't deck build to the 9th degree and then you just face normal enemies, then, I mean, that presents a different challenge. So I think it's sometimes okay to do that as well. You don't have to try to do these high-end decks and high-end enemies all the time. I think there's lots of different ways to play the game, and I think it's, you know, I think it makes the game better and makes it what it is, that the game can be played as many ways as it can. All right, but we're over 2 hours, man.
Yeah,
you got a final word?
I just have two. Yeah, the other probably thing that we still probably mess up, and I is definitely like, I'm thinking of like grappling hook. It's like
I miss that every time.
Make sure to cards that have you. You don't have to think it very much in solo, but definitely in multiplayer. Like, things might not scale the way that you want them to because of certain cards might only apply for you yourself. So you can't cancel that treachery, you know, that your friend drew with grappling hook.
I mean, grappling hook's ridiculous as it is, but
Spycraft.
yeah, it would be even more ridiculous if you could play it on the other person's turn. Yep.
Yeah, you know, so it makes like Ally Black Widow actually like insanely good because it is a global thing, right? And so that's like a thing to watch out for as well.
All right, Terrence, it's 11 o'clock. It's a work night. I'm going to get going. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thanks for the great conversation, and we will see you soon. Terrence is not here next week, but again, Marvel Champions, you want to see us, come back Saturday for our extra live stream, 2 hours of streaming. We're going to play through the campaign.
Do you know what time that is?
I don't know the time. I can look it up real quick. No, I can't.
Are you going to post it on YouTube streamed, I assume?
Yeah, I mean, it's already on there. So if you just look in our YouTube channel, first of all, the
main channel,
everything is on there. There's a schedule already on there. It's already posted. So like with the time that it's going to start and everything, if you're subscribed and you have your notifications on, you'll get notified when it comes up. I'm kind of delaying to look it up, but I'm also delaying myself because I'm trying to think at the same time, and I couldn't figure out where I needed to go. So let me see. If we look at schedule on our Discord channel, here it is. So Marvel Champions.
Oh, you just click the community tab,
PM.
right?
So on Saturday. And right before that is Marvel United.
Eastern
so if
time.
you're just a Marvel fan, come see Marvel United campaign. Steve's going to be starting that at 2 o'clock or 2:30, and then 4:30 I'm playing Marvel Champions. Yeah, so it should be a good day. I mean, tons of streams. We're starting at 8 a.m. Eastern time, going all the way through, I'm guessing, midnight, because they're starting Aliens at 10 o'clock at night. That's going to go at least 2 hours, I think. So, yeah.
Well, it's pretty strict. Like, you guys cut it off so you can let the next thing go, right?
So what we're doing, we have different stream keys, so that we may actually have multiple streams going on simultaneously. Yeah, if something goes over...
Because last
time we cut it off, not this time. We could potentially have multiple things going on simultaneously. So that'll be another interesting thing. So, yeah, I mean, it's literally a full day of streaming. But, yeah, we have nobody streaming back to back.
You're just going to stream Marvel Champions for like 6 hours,
No,
right?
I'm not doing more than 2 hours. If you've heard me at the end of 2 hours of solo streaming, because I'm just talking nonstop, right? Like, I have no voice by the end of that thing normally. So the only thing I'm playing after that is Bullet from, like, for a half an hour later in the day. So it'll be fine.
You're just going to let Mike talk?
Yeah, well, I think Jerry's going to be on that one, too. So I don't know how we're going to get Bullet in half an hour. That's never going to happen. So it might go over and then...
Oh, man. Bullet on TTS, too, is like... I feel like one of the worst games.
No, well, we're playing cooperatively.
Not that it's like... The mod is great. No, but it's just like I just feel like there's so much physical manipulation that I don't know. It's definitely like one of those games that translates so much better in
No,
physical space. For
I
sure.
love Bullet. I disagree, and I've played it mostly on TTS because I don't have our copy. Mike does. Certainly, physical. It is such a good game to play physical because it's nice chunky pieces.
I'm just it is such a downgrade for me to play on TTS
Yeah.
versus the physical.
Well, but that's true of
Like-
everything for you, Terrence.
like the token.
You hate TTS. Let's be honest.
But like the card manipulation stuff, like at least you're not like manipulating tokens and stuff
Yeah.
nearly as much. I feel like everything in Bullet is the mouse move, right? Like I
Yeah.
don't know.
No, it's not bad though.
But
Bullet's not
it'll be
bad
fun.
because you're just drawing something out of the bag and you're putting it down on your board. It's really not. I've played it a lot online and it's fine. I wouldn't want to do it timed, but doing it co-op, you kind of all doing it at the same time, and that's part of the problem too. So maybe I won't even play that Bullet game. I'll just kind of whatever.
I know. I just remember when Mike taught the game to me, he kept asking me if my turn was done.
Well, because you're playing simultaneously, right? That's the problem, and that's part of the reason it's not great
Yeah.
for streaming. If I'm playing, because you're literally just seeing my stuff. Now, that's because Mike also wants to play super fast. You can slow down, and each person takes their turn individually, right? Like I could do 2 or 3 tokens, then you do 2 or 3 tokens, and then maybe one of us does a thing, and we watch each other. That would make the game take a lot longer, but you would get that interaction. That's going to depend on the group, right? But again, I'm not starting into a whole new conversation, Terrence. We never get done talking. We'll be on for another hour. All right, man. Good talking to you. Don't mean to cut everything off short, but yeah, it's a work night. I got to go. Good night, everybody.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.